What's up, and welcome to another episode of 90s Vibe Mode. I said it like that for a reason, wink wink. But joining me today, we have Lady G
What's poppin'?
and J Star.
What up?
How are y'all feeling today?
We're feeling good today.
Doing good. Doing
Ooh, she used my emphasis in the breathasis.
Yes, I did.
Well, it's good to hear that y'all are doing all right. It is I don't even know how to open this up. The 90s
Had all of the toys.
90s toys are pretty amazing. So it's kind of like a big old toss up how to open this up. I guess. You know what? Let's start off small. Let's start off real small. We can start with the fast food toys that we used to get back when we were kids in the 90s. Do y'all have anything in particular that y'all enjoyed, or was it just all around greatness? I mean,
French fries.
I'm sorry?
French fries.
French,
French fries?
I do feel like they changed the recipe.
They changed several recipes
They
of French
changed
fries.
recipes of French fries.
Recipes of French fries have been changed. They are never
Good
the
Lord,
same.
this is going to be the thumbnail of the goddamn podcast. God dang it.
The recipes.
God dang it. This is the opening sequence. This is the opening freaking sequence. And this is already a part of. I could have waited till further along in the podcast, y'all, but good grief. Recipes it is. Outside of food, did you guys have any toys that you enjoyed getting from these fast?
Did we enjoy Happy Meal toys and kids' meal toys? Yes, we did.
Good Lord, I could not say fast food to save my life.
Yikes.
Man, when y'all listen to this episode again.
If they return.
So did you guys, I mean, that was back, the 90s was so different that we literally got everything as a toy and a Happy Meal. You often didn't even have to go to Toys R Us, KB Toys. What was another big popping toy store back in the day? Was there any more besides KB Toys and Toys R Us?
I mean, those were the heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty.
You had like mom and pops and stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you often didn't have to go to those places to get a popular toy.
Right.
You know, back in the 90s, like it was literally just handed to you if your parents bought you a Happy Meal. And I think that was, to be honest, it was mad dope. Especially if you grew up broke. Being, being able to get a toy in a Happy Meal was that was life. I mean, you can't really complain. Yeah, I got that too.
No, you couldn't.
You got a Furby?
No.
I got a mini Furby. Yeah, those are cool. Mm-hmm. Those are cool. What? I thought the original Furbies were creepy. But, mini Furbies, a lot less electronics, and, much more cooler than big creepy Furbies that stared at you while you slept.
They all stare at you. They're all creepy.
Yeah, they all look at you.
Yo, and I know people listening to this, I was like, what the F are they talking about? Furbies were the creepiest of toys. They didn't even have a real... What is a Furby?
A reject gremlin. What you mean? You know exactly what a Furby is.
Is that what that was? Is that what that was
A whole
for real?
reject gremlin.
Yo, I never thought of it like that. Furbies are creepy looking creature. Like, it's like if an owl made it with a rabbit because of the ears.
This is Kong's Anatomy, everybody.
It is. It's, an owl made it with a rabbit.
See what happens when you do this?
Listen. My tongue has failed me years ago, everybody. But it's like an owl made it with a rabbit and created a Furby. And they're like, here, American children, take these ugly, ugly creatures.
They were out there. Then their eyes were creepy because they followed you. So
Oh, it really didn't matter if you got a miniature one or like a big automated electronic one. They were both very creepy. And I knew a lot of people who collected.
the mini Furbies or like Furbies in
No,
general.
like, I knew a lot of people who collected like separately the big ones and the mini ones. And it's like you gotta be some sort of psychopath to willingly have all day and night. Oh man. Can you imagine owning Furbies? Like, most of the stuff that we collected in the 90s don't even have a freaking value anymore.
Pretty sure the Furbies are still staring at that person.
Somebody right now just looking at their Furby just turn to the side like, what are you
It's
saying?
not even that. Like, they had so many freaking
Mhm.
contests with special toys, and they did not like.
Yeah, unless it was like that popping of a toy, it doesn't really,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, and
Didn't they have like a
Furbies are
gold
creepy.
one? They had like
They're
a
creepy
contest with a
little
gold one.
creatures that
I
don't even
vaguely
really
remember
exist.
that. Yeah.
They're terrifying. I mean, we did get some good stuff out of Happy Meal toys. Like, I don't know why, but the Mighty Duck Pucks, I don't know why that was so cool to me. It's like, it's weird because it felt like
Mhm.
most Happy Meal toys had some type of value when you picked them up.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
it was
Like,
different. And they were wind up.
yeah, I mean, even as an adult, like, you sit there like, I wonder how much I can get off of this toy in a couple of years. It's like they actually cared about giving, legit toys to kids. It wasn't
Back
just,
then, as opposed to now.
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't just let's throw something together and,
Oh yeah.
pick it up.
They really do half-ass the toys now.
Listen, I went to McDonald's recently and got a plush keychain. What is that new Disney movie with Jamie Foxx? Soul, like a model after his character, and I was like, oh,
What kid is gonna want to play with that?
who's playing with that? Is that something that you play with? Like,
A soul PJ? Okay.
like,
Sure.
this is a soul plushie.
Who grinned at that? Who was like, yeah, they're gonna love this?
Not even like a mini instrument or something?
No, it was like, here's a plushie. You clip it onto your backpack, kids, because kids still do that.
And you're not going to school right now.
That was the other weird thing. This was during the pandemic.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm. As far as the the wind-up toys from McDonald's, the one I remember specifically that I liked the most was my Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, for those who you don't know. It was like a whole collection. They had everybody. I really wanted the balloon one though, but I never got it. So there was that.
I ain't gonna lie. My favorite one
What?
was the Roger Rabbit one.
Like, I can only remember the hockey pucks. Like, I don't remember. All I remember from the 90s that McDonald's had
Hmm.
a ridiculous deal with Disney.
Well, yeah,
Like,
they had the better lineup of
any,
toys.
yes, anything that was Disney, they made into a toy, and you're like, how? What? I, okay, I'm just happy I got it. I guess. Like,
Hmm.
it was just one of those things where,
Shoot, even beyond Disney, because I remember my Looney Tunes cars. I had a Daffy Duck and a Bugs Bunny.
oh, the flip
Yeah.
cars.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, I do remember those.
I remember those.
Were those wind ups? They were just
No,
regular.
they were just
right?
wheelies.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then yeah.
Oh man, I remember those too. Like, man, kids will never understand the greatness of freaking toys back back in the 90s. It was just, it's like they actually cared. I mean, it didn't even just stop at toys. You also had collector's items
Mhm.
that they was giving. Like, I remember Burger King selling cups from different Disney movies. You had You had Aladdin, Dumbo, I believe Little Mermaid, Jungle Book, Lion King, a couple of other ones. Like man, we've said this before, but the '90s was so freaking interactive. It was like, listen, people, if you're not gonna go see the movie, at least buy the product that represents it's for your kids, so they shut up. And parents like, I mean, you're not wrong. It was so cool to have those types of options when you went to go get a goddamn Happy Meal. Like that was so dope to me to be able to take a piece of a movie home with me. Like that to me was
Unless they OD'd with it. Because you remember when they did the 101 Dalmatians and they actually had 101
Word, like
Dalmatians?
who's gonna collect all of them?
Who the Who? Who?
I don't
Who had McDonald's money for that?
Like who?
I
Who
don't
is
see
doing that?
anybody collect.
Like whose
You
dad
know
is
what's
that?
crazy?
Like I just didn't know.
Listen, if you were successful back then, I'll say. Not now, because obviously people, regionally, you can get them anywhere online.
Could you
But
imagine going
how?
out of your way to do that?
How you do that?
No.
But then my question is, what is the value of those now? Like like is it a real
I would hope for those
I
people's sake that they have the greatest amount.
what?
I was about to say, maybe because of that
I
grind,
mean,
probably they do have value.
my,
'Cause that
and
is
that's
a
the
lot of
thing.
toys.
Is it a value that's actually going to pay off, or is it a value like Beanie Babies? And I know
I'm just saying, like the person that went
nothing.
through,
Beanie Babies are worth
and they came in the plastic, so he had or she had to look through the plastic and hope not to
Man.
open it. Wow, and you
exactly.
had to look for the specific spots or whatever. Damn.
So, and that was the other crazy thing about the '90s was like so many things that people was like, oh, that's gonna be a collectible and it's gonna be expensive one day. Like, no one did the research to be like, no, it's not, nigga. Like Beanie Babies. I
I
mean,
mean, what did they have to go off
and
of
that's the
though?
thing. I understand
Nothing.
that, but on top of that, it was kind of like, why are you? This toy is gonna be worth hundreds of dollars. Till this day, I will not understand why Beanie Babies were exploding over the '90s. They were exploding. Okay. I'm sorry. I know. I know how technical G likes to be. I don't understand why the value of Beanie Babies were skyrocketing in the '90s. It made no sense to me.
Oh,
My
plushy babies with little beans in them.
they're very. My father still has 2 Beanie Babies in his drawer that he believes till this day are very exclusive Beanie Babies. I'm gonna let y'all know they're
Maybe it's
not.
just hyped up. They're so useless.
They never will be. This is a grown man holding 2 Beanie Babies that he took from his children, thinking that they're gonna be valuable in
Oh my
20
gosh.
years.
Listen, you leave him alone.
I don't, who has Beanie?
He's got Beanie Baby dreams, all
That
right?
just made my head hurt. Ain't nobody in their right mind got Beanie Baby dreams. Excuse me, 10 viewers that we or 10 listeners that we got listening. How many of y'all got Beanie Babies in y'all drawer?
I bet all 10 of them do.
I'll wait.
Wrapped up still in the plastic too.
Girl, please. Please.
That and the person
It'd be
that
funny.
owns all 101 of the Dalmatians is listening too.
Could you imagine? Wasting my time. Who you think you is? I don't know who you. Sir, are you really, sir or madam, are you really getting upset because we made fun of you for collecting a whole bunch of Dalmatians that no one cares about anymore?
And the person
I'm
with
sorry.
the Furbies is like,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Right.
Meanwhile, they got 1,000 eyes staring at them every time they go to sleep. Like, is that supposed to move like that? I can't even lie, man. I really enjoyed the kids' meal toys that we got as kids. Like like we said, it was so much better than this, and it just expanded like outside of that. It felt so much more interesting than the things that I see now, especially electronic wise. And that is one thing that I wanted to pinpoint. I don't see a lot of electronic interactive toys out today. Maybe they're just I don't know because to me I mean outside of the cruise, we had a lot of fun interactive like Bop It. Bop It is
It
still
is.
going
I still
strong
have yet
Yeah.
to
out
see a
in these
tournament, but
streets.
I believe you.
Like
I know they
Bop it,
exist. I
bop it.
don't get me wrong. I know they
yo,
exist. I just never seen one.
do they? I would love to see a Bop It tournament.
Are you saying you want to be in a Bop It
I want to
tournament?
be in a Bop It tournament.
Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted that clarification.
I just listen.
Get
Listen.
Bop It dreams now.
I listen, I'm not holding baby girl hostage and telling her to get me into a daggone Bop It tournament. Where are they holding these Bop It tournaments at? I don't know, Daddy. Why are you yelling at me? Where the Bop It tournament? But Bop It was amazing. There was a resurgence of freaking Electronic Simon. That was great. It was just
I mean, they were all low key learning toys when it comes down to it, as far as like cognition and memory and everything.
Mhm.
So made them fun.
oh yes, very much so.
He wanted you to learn in the 90s.
hmm So anyway, on the learning path, they kind of had the fusion of books and electronics, which is basically more so sounds, and I like noise anyway, so there's that. I don't know if any of you remember the Golden Sound Story books,
Mm-hmm.
which were also based off of movies and like popular cartoons and everything. Like you would read, and then like once you see the picture, you would just hit the little sound and it would do
They
it.
really, really wanted you to enjoy the movie at home.
I mean, yeah, movies really didn't die after they came out or when you got them on tape. Like they just freaking kept going with the toys and everything. And mind you, this is before a lot of them even had sequels. So,
Those
Oh
were the
yeah,
sequels
oh
because
yeah.
those books were like different stories and
hmm yeah.
It was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, being able to go to my cousin's house and play with that stuff that also tied into movie franchises, which I mean, Disney was all the rave.
I remember when my dad bought me my first Tiger handheld. It was X-Men, and then he bought me a Speed Racer one. They didn't have much to do anything about like they were just side scrolling games, but they were fun. They were fun because even though you got the one character in X-Men, I think he was just Wolverine. Oh, and you got to be Colossus also, so it was just Wolverine and Colossus. Then they had Power Ranger ones. I had that one because I was a big Power Ranger fan. I got that for like a Power Ranger
Mm.
birthday party. It was like,
The tiger toy I remember getting was that stupid Dear Diary thing, which is basically like a pocket planner. Like,
Yo,
why did I need that? I don't know, but whatever.
I
It had
remember.
like the little flip up top, and it basically looked like a digital planner, basically. Regular calculator looking screen, had a full keyboard and everything. So yeah.
I'm looking at a Tiger handheld right now. The levels never really changed. You just have the same background.
No, there was
No,
no
they didn't
change.
Yep.
change. They got
Oh
the
man.
pace just changed.
Yeah.
It just moved faster.
God
That's all it
grief.
did.
3 buttons, up, down, and big circle. Actually, I'm not even gonna hold you. I missed that.
It kind of reminds me of the if you guys remember the little racetracks that just vibrated and the cars would just move.
I missed
Yep.
those. Those were really cool. I That's one thing that I did get as a kid. I've
Oh
never
my.
seen anything like that. Like those were one of those toys that I only on TV have in 1 year. I got that for my birthday. Now, granted, it only
Mhm.
lasted about 2 months.
That's why you didn't get
So
toys. Lovely.
It was so poorly
it
made.
Yeah.
was terribly made. So I mean, I still enjoyed every bit of that boy, but this tiger toy is hilarious to me.
So terrible.
Yeah, man, you had to be there. You had to be there. It was all the rage. I just
Wait a minute,
walking to school, getting told to put it away.
Well, with handheld games, you
Put
gotta
that thing
mention
away.
Tamagotchis and freaking Gigapets too.
Gigapets. I
Gigapets.
was.
The Digimon one was the
Yes,
best
my
one.
brother got one for his
'Cause
birthday.
you got to battle. Those were
That was dope.
Yeah.
that's what made it. That's what won it. The whole competition between Gigapets and Tamagotchi. You got to actually fight your peoples.
I mean, what about hit clips?
Hit clips.
What?
Oh my god.
Why?
Expensive for
Why?
no reason.
Right.
They cost
Knowing
more
damn
than what
well
music
you
costs
could have
today.
freaking hit up Sam Goody or freaking
Listen,
For like
paid
45
you little
seconds
99
of a
cents a month
song.
for your freaking CD subscription.
hit clips, hit clips. Y'all
I
didn't hear that
cannot.
this entire time. I had to bring it in.
Not freaking hate
They
clips.
did get better with the video.
Yeah,
Oh
but it
my
was
Not later.
like
They
yo!
had video.
Oh my goodness, I forgot
They
about
had like
that.
you got to get episodes.
yeah.
I remember that.
Not only could you hear the music, but then you could also watch the music. It blew my mind. It blew my mind.
It blew your mind, but how freaking invested were you to listen to 15 seconds of your
You
song?
had the NSYNC
Girl,
one.
nobody was invested for that long
Oh
or that
my.
short period of time. But it was amazing. I would do it all over again.
My God. So hit clips is basically fine, is what you're saying. Yikes.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Pretty
It was
much.
disrespectful, to be honest. Like,
it really was. 15 seconds is not enough.
like, because it was expensive. You get
Yeah,
a
they
whole
weren't
song
cheap.
for $1. They wasn't cheap. Because the
That's
thing
hilarious.
itself was like $40, the player,
Mhm.
and then the hit clips itself were like between like $7 and $12, depending on where you went and how
That's
popular the
wild.
song was.
Yeah, how much bread did they make off of this?
Apparently not enough if they ain't around anymore. Shoot.
They made their bread.
They made enough to get out.
You
That's
gotta think about
they
it.
made.
They made their bread. You had Britney Spears, all them. They made their
Mhm.
bread. And then Nickelodeon had their run because they were doing all their music. Disney with all their music.
Yeah, with Snick and
What?
stuff too.
They made
Oh my
bread off
God,
that.
those tie-ins are wild.
I mean, they did alright. I wonder if they sold before everything started popping off.
What sold? The company?
Yeah.
I
What
hope.
is Walkmans? Well,
The mini disc? Oh my God, we gotta get out the game. So yeah,
oh
possibly.
my
If they were
goodness.
smart, they were just like, nah.
MP3s is probably what killed them.
Absolutely.
It's like, damn it.
What was it about the 90s that they're like, yes, everything is gonna be mini discs? Like, no. No, it's not. Yo, I never understood that. But then we also had stuff like Talk Boys,
Mhm.
which if you're a Home Alone fan,
And Talk
you
Girls after the
and
fact.
Talk Girls. And Talk
That
Girls.
was a thing. Oh, that was a thing.
Yes, it
I
was.
forgot.
Mhm, it was
It was like this
lavender.
future purple thing.
Yep.
Yeah, lavender. Yeah.
If you're a Kevin McAllister fan, and if you don't know who that is, you probably shouldn't be listening to this podcast. But if you're
Oh,
a
okay.
Kevin McAllister fan,
Jeez.
listen, I'm not
Wow.
gonna sugarcoat nothing.
Somebody turn that thing off right now. Like, I've heard enough.
Mhm.
I don't know who that is. You know what? A Talk Boy. A Talk Boy was amazing. I always
really
wanted
was.
one as a kid. I never
Mhm.
had one as a kid. Again, poor. But
Yeah, that wasn't the toy that I had either, 'cause nah.
yeah, that boy was expensive. I didn't do that part on purpose.
Man, you know how many tapes I ran through because of that thing?
Do you remember Poochies?
Oh, The pooch.
It sounds familiar.
Freaking electronic dog
Oh yes.
with the
Yeah.
cyber eyes. It had like a little LED eye set. It would do like
The
different
cyber
emoji and stuff
eyes with the
and
Mhm.
sticky
emote.
ears. And you're like,
Yeah.
listen, America and anybody else, everything in the 90s had to be see-through. It didn't matter if it was a toy or a freaking computer.
I mean, everything had to be see-through because they wanted you to see the tech inside. I feel like it added no value to it really, but it just looked kind of interesting and different.
It added none. And that's the
No,
thing.
it didn't.
It was such a cool concept back then because we wasn't seeing anything like that.
When that see-through Game Boy Pocket came out, I lost my. What are you
Oh
talking
my
about? I
goodness,
still have
video
that.
Oh
now?
my god. Why though? Why? Yeah.
Video now.
Like who was walking around with this in well, not in their pocket because that thing was large.
I did. Not in my pocket. That
That
thing only
thing
came
was
out on road
large.
trips. It literally just came out. That's what it
A
was.
little tiny
Listen,
freaking screen.
That thing barely fit in your cargo pocket, like in the cargo pants. It barely-
video freaking now.
Mhm.
Video nows are great. I never had one, but it was cool seeing other. You couldn't help but feel happy for other people. Again, poor people. I was very poor.
My god.
What?
Yo. Hog always had a single tear coming from his
Listen,
eye in the playground.
listen.
Guys, it's okay.
I was one of those kids who would see
It's
some
alright.
kid with a new toy, and I'll be far off in the background, but the camera focuses just enough to see a tear fall down my eye, and then I'll wipe it
The
away
angry
and run
eyes
up.
from the
Oh, that's so
background.
cool! Congratulations!
Get out of here, Con.
Congratulations on your new toy, guys! Like you need a friend, don't you? Yes.
Oh my god.
All right, craft toys back then were also nice because I remember everyone had like, well, my sister she had her easy bake thing, so I didn't have anything to do until like one Christmas, and I got a creepy crawler set, and I
Creepy
rubbed it in my sister's
crawlers.
face by making all the things I could make to just put it on her pillow, just put it on the fridge, wherever she would go. I just was placing things. I just could, and then it ran out, and then I couldn't. But they were fun.
You didn't get the refills?
No, I guess. They were like, no, we're not getting
They're
it
like, nah.
more. No.
You've had your run.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that was.
That is
I
hilarious.
begged everyone. I pissed everyone off with that thing.
Those were cool. I never had them, but I thought the edible ones were funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the fortune teller thing I made
Oh,
personally
the
myself.
cootie catcher?
Does that count?
Oh
Cootie
yeah.
The
catchers
cookie
will.
catcher.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's count a cootie catcher. That counts.
That's not electronic, but yeah.
I mean, your hands are
Cootie
working.
catcher. As a craft toy
It's
Yeah.
an
in general.
electronic.
I mean, it was crafted by my
Mhm.
hand. I definitely crafted that toy personally. Okay.
Personally.
I put the different numbers in there and I put different answers in. Therefore, I crafted the toy.
Nah, those were dope because obviously you would do that in class when you were bored and you had nothing better to do.
Yeah. Fortune tellers were awesome. Yeah.
Do
Oh
you remember
yeah.
how to make one?
Man, I want to make one right
Do you
now.
remember how to make a paper cup?
I remember. You know what? I'll be back.
Yo.
No.
Hi
Oh
guys,
my
I was bored
goodness,
in school.
no.
But
I need to go find some paper.
Go get
I'll,
a sheet of paper. You'll make a paper cup
I'll
real
be
quick.
back. I'm gonna go find some
Pause
paper.
right here, guys. Join along if you want to.
Jay, keep the show going. We're gonna be back. We're gonna find pieces
you
of
gotta
paper.
run it. You gotta walk everybody through the steps. It can get played at the end of the episode
Exactly.
as a bonus.
What can you imagine? It's like, all right, guys, now here's step one to make a paper cut. Cut out a square. Any size will do, but don't make it too big because you can't, physically use that cup.
I want to
It's too
hear you
big.
fold the paper. I need to hear the creases. Put the creases in. Yeah.
Dang, did you keep the show going as I'm making this fortune teller?
I need you to present it
No,
too.
you're
I'm
not.
making a fortune teller.
No. That'll be the cover of this episode.
I'm gonna present
You
it.
successfully make a fortune teller.
I'm gonna successfully make it. You think I don't remember how to
Yeah, I
make a
made one
goddamn
last
fortune
week.
teller?
You probably still makes them at work. Why can't I see this?
Right? Yeah, one for a raise.
Hey, boss, let's see if I get off next week.
2-hour lunch.
Okay,
I
ready?
made one
1,
today.
2, 3, 4.
All of them benefiting
You're fired. No.
themselves.
I was just joking. I was just joking. Wait, do you remember those stupid blow
With the
pens?
balloons? You talking about the balloon things?
Because I had a lot of art sets when I was a kid. The balloons were another one. Those
Mhm.
were balloonies, like the little
Blow
plastic
pen.
joint that you would just blow, and it would
Blow
like
pen
basically like
sounds
blowing
familiar.
glass.
Talking
Blow pens were like
about the
basically
art thing, the airbrush.
airbrushes with your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do remember
basically.
those.
Remember those
I had
stupid
those.
It was
things?
so
I had it.
stupid. Oh my god.
My dad was back in the
Freaking
day.
blow
Yeah,
pen.
when I used to live with my dad back in the day, he was very easy to get me to get stuff. I was like, if I see it on TV, I was like, Dad, I want that.
I gotta
I
have
need
that.
that.
Let me get a blow
The
pen.
stuff like
What?
that
He was like,
though.
are you serious?
Like, do you guys remember how popular glitter
Yeah.
pens were?
Gel pens were the
I
shit.
still personally think they're awesome.
Man. Exactly. If you don't prefer a gel pen as an adult, come on now.
I haven't had a gel pen in years, people.
You
I
probably
used to use
have.
them at work.
Freaking still use Uniballs to this
Because
day, so
motherfuckers
come
would
on.
try to say I signed for something one time, and I was like, know what? I'm gonna get a pen that none of y'all niggas got. I bought the shit out of some glitter gel pens. Went to Staples and I got it.
I can't.
Still here, guys. I'm still making my fortune teller.
Oh my god, that fortune teller is not gonna come out
It's
proper.
gonna come out exactly how I want it to come out, evenly.
Okay. All right.
Guys, continue with the episode.
The fact that he's struggling making one.
He is struggling. He's gonna end up with like 6 paper cuts.
I hope you're thinking about what to put inside him instead of just making.
I feel like he's gonna make it, then put the stuff inside.
Shut up.
Basically, that was the plan. Foiled again. Look at him.
Shut up.
So he was just gonna make it. He was gonna be blank. Yes. He was just gonna
I
make.
cannot. I mean, crafting toys, could we include Connects in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhat kind of 90s answer to Legos.
Yo, Connects was amazing. Connects were much more better than Legos. I honestly,
Yeah, they was just.
You think so? Even to
Major
this
hole.
day?
I honestly think so.
What about the what was it? 3D puzzles? Remember the 3D
Oh, Puzz
puzzles?
3D. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. I had the Eiffel Tower and shit. I had this.
Yo.
I had the Chrysler Building, the Eiffel Tower. I wanted the Empire State Building.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Puzz 3D. Me and my brother used we'd do that a lot as kids. We did a lot of Connects as
Yeah, Puzz
kids.
3D was dope.
We built a whole freaking roller coaster out of Connects, and like
Mm-hmm.
with the fact that it was so interactive, like once you got done,
Yeah, I remember you can do that. Oh,
do
shit.
roller coaster, cars, whatever, it actually worked. Whereas
Mhm.
Legos is like you got done and like, okay, so did we break this now?
Yeah.
What do we do?
I never honestly got like a Lego set. I always just got like random Legos.
That boy had Mega Blocks.
Mega blocks. Big ass blocks.
No, hell no. We didn't get Mega Block. My mom brought that big ass bucket. I was like, get out.
Yo.
Like, who do you
no,
think
where
you
my
are?
Mega blocks.
I was so pissed. My mom brought Mega Blocks one time. I was mad. My aunt thought that shit was hilarious. She was like, I tried to tell her.
Do you remember this is crafty, but this is I don't know if y'all did GIMP. Did you do GIMP? With the basically like the string that you would tie together to make like a keychain essentially or a bracelet.
No,
Oh
I didn't do
yes.
those. I was never good to do those. I never.
I was the
Again,
whole-
guys, I was bored in
people make-
class.
I was the
People
whole
used to
female
make-
in these streets, man.
No, I just
Yeah, I agree.
girls would make them. That was about it. Like I didn't
Oh
have
my
no
god.
keys to put them on, but they would make them for me.
There was
Yeah,
a
it was
whole
either
fucking
that
female
or
in these
you would do
streets.
like the beaded lizard.
Oh my goodness.
He
Like
was
people
really having like home ec in class, like with not paying attention. This
would
is
make like a
amazing.
whole snake with a tongue on
For
them.
real, exactly.
Yo, they was nice. I had somebody make my name.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Did you really make it?
I really made it.
Oh my god.
Show it to
Put your camera
show
on.
it to
Let me see if you did it right.
Made it, guys.
pick a color. Pick a
Let's
color.
see if he did it right.
Pick
This
a color.
motherfucker made a cootie catcher. He made a
Oh, he did
whole
it.
cootie catcher.
Hey, he did it.
He's so proud of
he
himself.
made one.
Told you. Told you I was gonna make
I'm so proud of him.
Told you.
All right,
A
let me pick
cootie
a color. Let me
catcher.
pick a color.
It was
Yeah.
blank. Get out of here.
I knew it was blank. I
Long
fucking knew
Go
it. I
fill
knew
it in.
it.
Man made a blank cootie catcher. If you don't go
I
put some
fucking
colors,
knew it.
numbers, and choices.
He moved too quick. It was too quick. I
Not
knew it was
even a
gonna be fucking
pencil.
blank.
He's just like, got the shape.
I made a cootie catcher.
That reminded me. Remember poppers when you made poppers?
Oh, I never knew
With
how to
paper?
make those.
Yo.
Oh, yo, people would
Mhm,
make
bruh.
poppers all the time and literally just pop those bad
It
boys
just
in
pop him in the
class.
hallway.
And I'm like, how? How are you doing this? I used to do it. I would try. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. How to make
Oh my
your
god, he's
popper.
gonna bother everybody at work now. Look what you did.
Making paper popper.
Google hates him right now.
Gotta go
Google's
paper
like, yo,
air.
what are you doing?
Okay, all right. There are
Get outta
videos,
here.
guys. There are videos.
Like, go to bed.
Easy and loud.
I cannot.
Brought to us by Rob's World.
I'm sure Rob is happy that you're giving him a shout out.
Not at all.
It's like poppers. This man was a badass kid. Look at him.
He's so
You
excited.
know he was
Yes,
bad in school.
I knew it would work one day.
Little
He was
badass.
so bad. Holy crap, those are loud.
So exactly. He was a bad kid in
Yo,
school.
I remember kids used to do this all the time. And I would sit there and be like,
Mm-hmm.
I never knew how.
You was the annoying kid in class, you think?
I gotta figure out how to make these.
I was that kid though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. If
You
you
just
got like
wait till a
the
quiet moment in
yeah,
class. And
definitely.
That's right, America and every other country.
the best
I am
place to do
looking
it
at
is in the
instructions.
auditorium. You get a nice big one.
Okay.
Wise.
And we're gonna get all the paper cuts by the time this episode is over. This is terrible. I mean, look, guys, this is what the 90s did to me.
I just got band-aids on the tips of my fingers.
Band-aids all over the place.
All right.
Like, why
I'll
you
be
got
back,
band-aids on
guys.
your finger? Why
Go ahead
why
and
put the one on your cheek?
Oh my god, he's really gonna go get more paper for this? What is this? This is not craft hour. Stop wasting all the
One
freaking
on the
printer
cheek because he
paper.
swung it too close at one time. Just
Yikes. We're here making paper boats and poppers. You stop.
he's gonna run out of paper before this episode is over.
Man, like origami in general. Like, I don't know.
So
I guess it's because we had so many notebooks and freaking 5-star paper around. So yeah.
I never learned how to make a paper boat. That was one thing I
the
didn't
stuff
do.
that we did in the 90s with freaking paper, it's like that shouldn't have been fun.
But it
But
was.
it was.
Right.
Go find something to do. I did. I'm gonna keep
For real.
popping
Pop
this.
You don't
this
want to buy me the
paper.
new toy? Pop, 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 pop. Holding
Don't
eardrums
stop
for
popping.
ransom. It's like, I'm being frugal.
Yo, the paper industry was on fire back when we was.
This fool is really in the background stealing paper from his child's notebook. Can you get back over here, sir?
Come over here. Just don't listen to me.
Oh my god.
Don't stop. Pop that paper.
Yikes.
Screw it, America. I gave up. All right.
AKA he just got a paper cup. God, what? Why?
Damn, all that time.
Yeah, he cut himself a couple
Oh
times.
man.
That's what happened.
Mm.
Anywho, since when we weren't folding paper and doing the stuff like that, we were actually outside playing
That is true.
different activities and stuff beyond super soakers,
Oh,
making noise.
super soakers.
What about the best?
Moonshoe.
What a pointless toy.
What? I mean, I've never owned
Has anybody
two, but
owned
they
moon
look
shoes here?
they look
No, I've used a pair, but no,
they
No,
look
no.
never owned
no.
one.
Why
I
would
don't know.
anyone
I wanted to
use
see if them
those?
shits actually work. Fuck
Would you
that.
jump to the
Oh,
moon?
shit.
It was
Very
rubber
misleading
bands. It
name.
was just straight
Extremely
up rubber
The
misleading.
bands.
name was entirely misleading. Commercials are
I'm gonna tell you what also helped that ruin or helped that be misleading. The Arthur. When Arthur
Oh my
had moon
god. First
shoes.
of all,
Oh, I can jump like
Arthur has
that.
nothing to do with this. Don't bring Arthur into this.
exactly.
This was a separate issue.
He had
That's
moon
fine.
shoes.
That is
He
perfectly
had
fine, but he had them
moon
after the
shoes.
fact that they were a thing.
My goodness.
Feel like moon shoes were like a leftover invention. Like they just took two items from a freaking toy factory. We're like, just put them together. We got to make something out of these.
Oh, so you think they just reinvented that spring shoe that they had back in like the 40s or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They was like, yo, we got a ton of rubber bands left. We got these little boxy looking things. Let's make moon tunes for the kids. That's what they did.
'Cause I know back in
hmm
the day they had way
People
back.
wasting their hard earned
They
money on
had
them things.
springs on them. There was like two, one on the toe, one on the heel. Man,
hmm
That's literally all it was. Skip it. Skip it.
Hey, young kids, now gather round. Yes, skip it.
That was a
fucked
great
your
toy.
ankles up.
Was it though?
No, they fucked your ankle up.
I loved it.
Oh my god. Just
Did
double
you?
dutch.
I really did. Now you know my hand-eye coordination was too bad for double dutching.
Oh my gosh.
Ankles was ashy as hell. I had to skip it. You ain't gonna tell me otherwise.
Right.
Skip It was fantastic. I don't know what y'all talking about. It counted your steps. Skip It was Fitbit before Fitbit even existed.
Did it count your steps?
No, because
They
that shit
counted your
had
steps.
hung in the air one whole rotation.
Barely. Exactly. That counter was
Dude.
very misleading.
Listen.
Did way
I
more
know
than
I
what
was
you
pretty
thought
good
you
with
did.
You think I'm in the thousands. Look at me go.
Shoot.
Yeah, right.
You tried
That one full rotation, baby.
Whatever. You were not.
Love
I
it.
bet like what 1,000, right?
It reset, yeah.
Skip it. Skip it. I just knew nobody could beat me at Skip It. Back when I was younger. Nowadays,
Okay. Since you're making paper freaking airplanes and stuff in the background, we will challenge you to a skip it contest.
listen, I got one good Skip It in me. I got one
One?
rotation.
Okay.
Skip.
This forfeit.
I got
Not even
I got a whole skip, and that's it.
You got scut.
All right, guys, I'm out.
He is that's it. Just get out of here, dog.
He has
All
an
right.
The whole
What you got? What you got? I'm out.
I cannot.
I volunteer as tribute.
Oh my God. All right. Since you volunteer as tribute, I got one for you. Sock 'em boppers.
Oh my goodness. We didn't have those in our house.
We didn't either. And for a
That
reason.
was a
That
they
was
said
a setup for violence.
they said more fun than the pillow fight. No.
Until one of them
Listen,
things
no,
busts
it
in
was
your
not.
face.
Blow them
No.
up, put your hand inside, get ready to have the time
That
of your
one?
life. Yeah,
Listen. That was the
Mhm.
whole fist fight.
basically in disguise.
You want to start a fist fight quick? Halfway deflate one of your sock and boppers so you can actually.
Connect to somebody's face. My God. Yikes.
Dude, more fun than a pillow fight. My foot, you was tearing people's jaws
Terrible.
up.
Never filled them up with water?
Ain't no way in the world. Yeah, like,
What?
man. See?
I'm just saying. I was the one that put cold water or hot water in a super soaker.
Clearly.
Jay, in case y'all didn't know, Jay used to fill them
Slushy
up with
water
water,
balloons.
put them in a deep freezer, and then
That
trick
was that
people into
person.
boxing.
Freaking basically come out on his block like Mr. Freeze. The hell is your problem?
This
Yes.
dude, yeah, boy. Never give this man a super soaker ever again.
Oh, do you remember Gak?
We made Flubber in school
Nickelodeon?
one time. Well, it was Silly
Yak.
Putty, but we called it Flubber.
Yak,
Remember that?
yak.
Yak.
Of course.
Are they doing it now? That's awesome.
I had one, and it glue in the dark.
That's
I've
what
never had that
Yay,
stuff. I always had Silly Putty.
Oh,
I never had
yeah.
Yak
Kind of
though.
how the kids are doing it now. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. They're making the
Slime was
slime and
great.
all the rest of those things. It's like, okay.
Slime was great. You learned how to. That's the
Yeah, at least that lived.
That's the cool thing about the '90s. Learn how to craft a lot of stuff by hand. I mean, even if it wasn't helpful in any way, it was just be able to do something by yourself.
Well, yeah, like just being able to make something tangible rather than, just going out and buying something. That was dope.
Yeah, I don't know. I always found that really cool to, just be like the freaking fortune teller.
Yeah.
To me, that's fun. That's cool. I can't wait till my daughter grows up and I teach her how to do that. Like that type of goofy stuff was always
The resourcefulness of children. It's kind of like the whole,
so.
the S
And
chain that everybody knows how to draw, but nobody
Oh,
knows
table
where it came
football.
from. So, like, s- stuff like that
oh
is
my
just
goodness,
like,
where
how does
did that
everybody know
come
how to do this?
from?
I don't know. Why did I remember
yeah.
the most random things?
3 lines, people. All you need is 3 lines to be successful in
And you wouldn't
life.
do them in order
You need
either. You
3
would do the
lines.
boom, boom, bam if you were really nice with it.
Right.
They don't even know what we're talking about. They're like,
They
the
don't.
Oh,
S.
wait,
What
could
are
I
you?
use the one?
I don't know.
Who are
We'll
you?
see.
That would
We'll see what
Oh
we
my.
can do.
Listen, can we have them send us their best version of that?
Oh my god.
Word,
If you
please
would
do
like
that.
to submit, feel free to reach
Please
us on whatever
send
platform you
us
want
your
to.
best version of the S if you know what we're talking about.
Yes, aka the chain. That's a little hint for you.
Oh my goodness. There are gonna be so many people just drawing the
Letter S
letters.
and double letters.
Yo, we got
Mhm.
listen, if that's the case, we gotta show it in the next podcast.
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll do something. Need to put it on social
We
and
have
stuff.
to. Ah, that'd be so great. Please send it
Well,
to us,
now
people.
we gotta do one
Please.
too.
Oh my goodness. I mean, mine's gonna be the best, but oh my goodness.
The face I just made. Yeah.
Listen, none of them remember the S at all.
What do you don't have faith in these people?
I'm
What is with you and the listeners? Do you not have
listen,
faith in people to remember anything?
honestly.
Hey, 101 Dalmatians person, if you still with us at this point, do not give up on us.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yay.
Good times though.
Freaking S,
Man.
man.
It's just the ridiculous stuff we did like that. Like there was so many origin stories behind that. Oh, it represents a gang. Oh, dang. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Oh my
what?
god. Yes.
Like, I learned this in art class. Like, what are you talking about?
Yo,
They
they
really tried.
definitely did
Yo,
that.
they tried it to be they wanted
Oh
it to be
my
gang related
god.
so bad. Like,
Yes, to get us to stop doing
And
that
then
no,
in
gang
class.
members was like, "What? No."
Get the hell out of here. Nobody doing no arts and
Yeah,
crafts.
exactly.
I
You make
don't
a
even know what that
together.
means.
Anyway, pick a number. Pick a color.
Oh man. Who did he catch
I
us?
can't.
Oh,
That is
my
so funny.
goodness.
That is
This is
hilarious. Must you
yeah.
in our
Cause I
ears.
miss the '90s. I want my '90s back. I'm gonna say this every single episode.
I really do. And this is a random but educational freaking toy because I always have to bring some freaking education into this
Come on.
somehow. Does anybody remember Tangrams? You probably don't,
Yeah.
but I love Tangrams.
Yeah.
They were the
don't
best.
know.
There was something about learning math class
Yes.
that just
Seriously, Tangrams, hey, if you couldn't solve a
yo,
Tangram problem, hey,
like math class was popping. with that stuff.
Damn, that's probably why I'm so freaking good at puzzles now.
Oh, I'm good at puzzles.
Like, I
I'm
hate
terrible
math, but I'm good at it. I just don't like doing it. That's my problem. Like, I can do it, but I just don't like doing math.
I'm awful at math. Listen, people, I will not sugarcoat. I'm really bad at math, but I did play with the blocks.
Oh, well, I
I
was
did do
completely
that.
lost. I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" I do not remember this.
Yeah.
You don't remember tangrams?
No, like the name threw me off. I didn't know what it was.
Like the Chinese puzzles. It was like wooden blocks. Sometimes they made them out of
Yep.
plastic. And they had, if your teacher was really nice with it, they had the ones that you could put on the overhead projector that were translucent. And like the light would come through them and they would do them on the board too.
Speaking of light coming through, come on now. Y'all know where I'm going with this.
The projector.
Light bright?
Light bright, make it there with light illuminate.
I hated that. I hated that so much.
Yo.
I absolutely hated that.
Never owned a light bright in my life. My cousins,
Can you imagine?
I was
very poor.
Did anybody own a light bright
Dad.
here? Anybody?
TV man. I'm like, I was at that age. I was that kid like Peter Griffin when he was like, "Lois, get that." When he threw the
Listen.
TV.
Freaking light bright.
That was me as a kid.
Playing with LEDs, kid. Get out of here.
Like, Dad, get that.
That's all. Listen,
Yes.
I was in love
Only good
with
one
light
now.
bright.
That and Etch a Sketch. What? I was horrible at Etch a Sketch.
Yeah, that sketch was
had one.
fire. I loved that sketch.
Yeah,
Even had the mini
Yeah.
keychain joint.
Chain one. Yeah, I had like 4 of those. Lost every single one of them.
I
was-
I don't know what it was.
Wait, did anybody have the
Yeah.
Magnadoodle
Wait, is that the joint with the pen?
with the whiteboard?
Yeah.
The drawing pen is basically like magnetic.
Funny thing, my daughter has one.
That's when I learned about thermite.
My daughter has
Yeah.
one. I am so excited about that. She has one.
That's awesome.
I was like, with thermite, you can. Oh, I can do things with it.
I mean, good grief, man. I'm trying to think of the other. Oh, wait. You guys remember the oh my goodness, the toy where you can like it was glass on one side, but it had like the metal on the other. So if you put your hand on it, you can
and then
see,
you would press
like,
it through and it would do the
Yeah.
imprint?
Yeah.
yes,
I used to put my face in it all the time.
Yes!
Yo,
Yes, I remember.
I can't remember the name of
what
it.
was that
Oh,
called? No,
I
wait,
used
pause
to
for a
be
second.
mad when you
What was
lift
the
it up
name of
because
that?
it would just fall flat.
And it would just reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you son of a yeah.
Like, what did you expect to happen, Buzz?
I expected it to stay for real, but life doesn't work like that for me.
And then, okay, with the other drawing shits, this is more so like a dollar store Magnadoodle / the rest of those thingies. The
metal
joint,
pen
okay,
art. That's all it was called. Metal pen art.
metal pen art. There it is,
Yeah.
folks. But the dollar store version of the Magnadoodle was basically like it had like the drawing pad, but it was actually like little pieces of metal that would move around with the magnet stick.
Yep. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Ah,
it was.
These toys were safe, right?
Man,
Were they?
I don't know. These toys were
Freaking
pretty.
hilarious. Now I want one. I want to go buy one.
I want a pen art toy now.
I sure do. I keep all my toys now. Still keep them, but I never got a pin art one, so I might have to add that somehow.
You guys, and I know we're kind of shying away from crafts, but there was a lot of toys that dealt with water, like the little pump water games.
Oh my
where
goodness,
you
with the
try to
rings?
get the toys through the hoops. Yes, they had 2 buttons. And
Yes,
it was
and you're just like pumping air
pump,
into it, trying to
pump,
get them around the little loopy doop.
pump it up.
Why, when you said that, I remember the little that they used to sell on the street, the little frogs that be in the water.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Why did I remember that? As soon as you said that,
Yo,
those little frogs, yo, and them
These
Did
you
guys have that
chill,
little,
Ray.
You say
place
you
to
children,
spin
they'll
around?
never know. They'll never know. What happened?
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm saying that little fish thing that used to pop, like close his mouth, pop up and down. It used to spin
The
around.
fish
And you had
thing.
the fish.
Keep going.
It had like magnets on it. It had magnets in the mouth and a magnet on the rod. Like you had to
Oh,
get
you talking about the carnival joints?
no, but they had one that you can buy. You had one at home.
Oh, they
I
did. I forgot about that one.
don't know why I thought about that.
Yeah, wait, this is very random. Do you remember those batteries that had the the power strip on them that you could press and then you could check
Yes,
what the you can check how
exactly.
much juice is
Because
left in the battery?
Wow.
you know why I was happy for
Ew.
those? Because those validated my freezer
I
theory. With the
cannot.
battery,
I
put
cannot.
them
Come
in
on
the
now.
freezer. Look, juice it back up. I'm
Listen, let me
telling
put
you
this back in
something.
the freezer. What the hell?
Exactly. Get about like half,
Yeah.
a quarter away, and you was good. You get a
I
quarter.
just knew they was
What?
on to something with
That's
those.
great.
All right, that concludes today's episode of Verbal Vibe Mode. Make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Check us out at www.verbalvibemode.com for all of your podcasting needs. Don't forget to send those S's in because we'll be looking for those. Allegedly can draw S's better than everybody, but I don't believe that.
I think my ass is gonna be pretty great.
Oh boy, but yeah, feel free to submit your S's.
Feel free.
You can do that on the website. You can do it on IG. You can do it on the Twitter if you feel like it. Just do it.
Just do it.
And Kong is gonna award all S Prize winners, basically anybody who sends one in. Say
With
free
Taco
cootie
Bell.
catcher,
Oh,
a blank cootie catcher. I mean, you can give him a Taco Bell gift card too. If you
it
want.
will be blank. We're going back to the
A
cootie
blank
catcher.
gift card or a blank cootie
We're
catcher?
going back to the cootie catcher. I like that idea.
I cannot. Free cootie catchers for everybody.
You get a cootie catcher. You get a cootie catcher. You get a cootie catcher.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Mad love, y'all.